All right, Gary, what are we playing this week?
Well, Cole, as I don't believe we've talked about, I've been rewatching Mr. Show.
Oh, cool.
I love that show. And I've been watching on this old VHS, and I found one of them that had a number on the back for like a Mr. Show catalog.
Okay.
And through kind of a ill-advised, limited run kind of thing, you could order different kind of concepts and products from the show and get them sent to you. So I was trying to buy myself little limber legs, limber legs when walking, the little thing. But I hit in the wrong number, and they actually delivered me the entire Minoku's House of the Future today, made for blind people.
Oh,
so all of my furniture and stuff has now been installed with the things to prevent, because blinds are like regulars now. So like if I get close to this thing over here, I get this. I am a coffee cup.
Yes.
I am a coffee cup.
Yeah, you will know if you are touching the pan or if you should not touch the pan.
Mm-hmm. Or if pan touches me.
So
I've got that house, and I figured this would be a good way to find a randomization, as I would just go out into my house and my estate and see if any of these things suggest a game.
Okay.
For us. So here, let me. I'll put on my GoPro headset here so I can walk about my apartment during this randomization.
You can use your GoPro to capture footage for this audio product. Yeah.
It has a microphone as well.
Okay.
So let me first I'll go over here and see if there's anything in the old kitchen.
Okay.
So let me just kind of close my eyes and reach around like I'm low sighted. Do you want to do some voices in here?
Yeah.
I can't do it at the same time I'm moving my arms around with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
So I'm acting.
I am a mixing bowl.
Okay. Let's we put that in the game computer. Nope. No. Uh-oh. What'd that do? Okay. Dude, blindly playing with my keyboard did something to my computer, but it's okay now.
Okay, good. Gotta have TextEdit open, man.
Let me run on back to the kitchen and kind of reach around a little bit.
I am a pizza cutter.
Okay, that's not gonna. Let's go ahead and grab you, and let's go ahead and go out the front door and check out the yard.
Okay.
See if there's anything out there.
We're grass. We're grass. We're grass.
Oh God, each one is coated.
Oh no! Run! There's some gravel around that tree. Quick!
We're gravel.
Oh no!
No!
Quick! Cling on the tree! Cling on the tree!
Okay, let me climb up it, and then.
I am a tree.
Oh God, I'm up a tree now with my GoPro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upload this to my YouTube channel, my parkour YouTube channel, where I do House of the Future parkour. Can you check the game computer? And see if gravel.
So nothing's coming back on gravel. However, I do have an itch.io link here for I am a tree. You are not. Haha.
Okay, that sounds like a game.
Yeah, no, it explicitly doesn't.
Yeah, just the itch.io. I followed the trail of breadcrumbs.
Oh yes,
yeah, but I'll come on down. Let me deactivate the House of the Future real quick, and then I'll come back down and we can play that and talk about that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's come back here in about a half an hour.
Okay, it's not fuck.
It's not fuck.
I don't know.
Gary, we are in Crypt World territory again.
Yeah, we've taken a wrong turn at the Crypt World.
Yep,
we're now in the Crypt World.
Yeah. So, who are you?
I am Gary Butterfield.
I'm Cole Ross.
I am Gary Butterfield. And this is Abject Suffering, the show where we play bad games. You don't have to.
Or weird games.
Yeah, I almost think this is bad too.
Yeah.
Like it's hard to be, you can't be mad at it because it's so like inconsequential.
Right.
I don't think this quite gets across anything.
No, it definitely just gets across a fuck it mood.
Yeah, it's very like, teen nihilism in a much better and like less unsavory way than say a Zombotatoes.
Yes.
But
But also I think like a little bit less. Well, it's still pretty queasy. This also lands. It lands somewhere between Crypt World and Vinny's
like
Tube.
Lisa, yeah, Vinny's Tube, and like, yeah, it's queasy and unpleasant. It's supposed to be. I can't tell to what end.
Right.
It doesn't feel less than Crypt World. This feels less like it has kind of a thesis to it.
Yeah.
So, who suggested this? This was a Patreon demand or a Duckstream demand?
This was a Duckstream demand. And having played the game, I now understand how funny the note was. So this is Gabe. Gabe gave to Duckstream at a level where he could, dictate a game for us, saying, certainly bad, but I found it to be interesting. And then in parentheses, not sure why I thought of you when I found it.
Oh, yeah, that is funny.
That is very funny. Thank you, Gabe.
Yes. It is. So did you do any research on this guy?
No. I looked at the rest of the stuff on his itch page, and it looks to be of a piece. So
it is like definitely of a piece. He's got he's got a website that I looked at. This guy Adam Dickinson is his name.
Angry Geometry.
Angry Geometry is and I looked up him on there. His Twitter is suspended. He has a page for poetry that there's nothing on it.
Mm-hmm.
He has some drawings that are like nothing particularly special. But then if you look at his YouTube channel,
okay,
he's got a bunch of YouTube videos that he's done, and they are like really unsuccessful attempts at anti-humor.
Okay,
is what it seems like to me. Like he does everything very like low energy and kind of mumbly.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a low energy mumbly British guy, and then like the kind of there's like a joke in it that's kind of, there's a couple jokes that are kind of funny in it. So like, but I think he's maybe young or doesn't have he thinks things are funny that I don't. Right. So like one of the things he has that's funny is he has these tutorials, and he has one on how to make platform games where he's talking about game maker stuff, but it never shows his screen. It's like it's just on the webcam. So it's just him narrating it.
Okay, that's
like,
kind of funny.
And he's kind of mostly making up stuff. And I thought it was kind of funny. It goes on for too long, but it's kind of funny. But then he has like this is my new stand-up comedy act, and he just like drinks a glass of milk. So it's like that's the kind of thing where we're like there's maybe something in this dude where there's something kind of funny, because there are a couple like kind of jokes in the game.
Right.
So there's maybe potential here, but I just don't feel like he's really realized it.
Yeah, like so I could see him actually being pretty good at horror stuff. Like I'm actually pretty curious to like check out his other games, because they are explicitly designed to be a little bit more scary, right?
Okay.
And I could see his sensibility working better for that. Again, because of that queasiness, or because of basically bizarre failed humor does end up having a kind of an unsettling aspect to it.
Sure. Yeah. I don't as a voice, I don't know that I trust him for that.
Yeah.
Like I just don't, like I would give it a shot, but there's nothing about this or nothing about him that makes me think he'd be good at that to me.
Right. I'm also pretty curious. So like all of these games that I can see on his site, and also this one in particular, they're from Ludum Dare or Ludum Dare, depending on which pronunciation you adhere to as correct. So like 72-hour game jam kind of things.
Yeah. Yep. So they have that kind of like super minimal aesthetic. Like it reminds me of a little like Lisa-y.
Yes.
Like that game is not a super minimal aesthetic, but it has that same kind of like unpleasantness. Mm-hmm. This is like that done in like 72 hours.
Yeah.
To me. And the game itself, like I got one of the endings.
Okay.
And it was fine. Like there's one image that I think is noteworthy in this. That's like an unsettling, really cool image, which is in this world, the game world of I Am a Tree, You Are Not. Instead of trees, there are hands that come out of the ground, and that's cool.
Yes.
That's about what I got for this is actually a really striking, great image.
Yeah, especially like that one house that is just full of them, and like the person is walking around saying, hands are weird, but some people have them, I guess.
Yeah.
The so this is an RPG Maker game, And the hook or the idea behind it, at least from a play perspective, is you start out as this little worm who lives at the bottom of the piss ocean. You walk up on land, and the narrator or the voice of the game says, "Hey, you shouldn't do this. You're going to die." And there is this creature that every time you die, or if you die in certain circumstances, will like reincarnate you as something new and higher. So like you die as a worm because you walk into a bunch of acid. And then he reincarnates you as like this bladder that can walk through the piss acid, right? Everything in this game is piss. And that's why it's funny that Gabe just happened to think of us.
Yeah, it's probably our piss enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Is what brought us to
that's
us.
The Shinkle we hung out, and that is our cross to bear. So
sure. Yeah, so mail us piss.
Yeah, no.
What? That's not where you're going with that one?
No.
I thought we were on the same page with this.
we need to have a meeting.
We need some first class froth sent to us through USPS, you know?
Yeah.
USPS.
Yes.
Yeah. The USPIS.
Us piss.
Yeah, so it is that is kind of the idea, and there are like nods towards it being like having like a message, you know, like this came out a long time ago in, you know, indie game circles,
like 2012.
Yeah, like so quite a while ago. And the idea, I think, is just supposed to, you know, it's constantly discouraging you. You know, there's a little bit of that like perseverance messaging to this, I guess.
I like the dialogue in it, like because it is just kind of like weird, you know, understated is the wrong idea, but like all lowercase short sentence, again, like Crypt World kind of stuff. Go listen to that.
It's kind of teen nihilisty.
Yeah,
the dialogue.
Well, I also am in kind of a mood where everything is shit and piss right now. So like it kind of landed for me in a way.
Yeah.
Like I'm in kind of a dark spot. And so like it kind of hit for me maybe when it wouldn't for other people. So
yeah. It read to me as like, that's an idea that can hit for me, but I want it to be taken with a degree of care.
Yeah.
You know, like I would want to play an actual game that was trying to express that idea. Yes. And I don't get a sense from this that there is, you know, and it was made in 72 hours on a Ludum Dare thing. Like it doesn't have to be this, but I would like to see these ideas expressed in a way that was more kind of artful, intentional, I think.
Yeah.
You know,
that would be the way to go.
Yeah. So I too am sympathetic to that. I just like wanted to see it done a little, either if not better, like in a thematic way, funnier than this. Like some of the dialogue I do like, but you know, and there's, like I said, there's that hand image that's really striking. But other than that, it's very hard for me to think of what is noteworthy and good about this.
Yeah.
Other than that, just kind of intentionally ugly and trashy looking, and they talk about piss a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
With like the music in this, how would you describe the music?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, it's pretty off.
Yeah.
As a thing, and really like poorly recorded. So there's a lot of fuzz and like clicks and pops and stuff.
Yeah.
But like queasy. It's like queasy music.
Yeah.
You know?
The trees, those aren't real trees. They're failed trees. Eager pissworms yearning.
Yeah.
Yep. So I didn't get to the end. The itch.io page says that there are 3 endings to it. I'd be curious how that articulates. The ending that I got was I was stuck. I was stuck without having a way to go forward.
Okay.
So I got turned into a demon. I think I died in the wrong place, and I woke up back on the first beach, and the demon is unable to walk.
Yeah, the demon can't walk through the lava or whatever.
Yeah.
Because there's a little bit of that like WarioWare, you know, what killed you get an immunity to it.
Right.
Kind of thing that happens. And you eventually run into one of the little tree guys that can just let you swap between the forms you found.
Yeah.
The way that the ending works, or the one that I got, is you go and you collect these. You find collectibles essentially. I was finding these crystal scabs, and I found a couple of those, and then like a snail shell. And then I just talked to a guy, just thinking I would talk to him, and he just said, "Oh, you've got enough stuff. I can make you into a slug." And then there was some kind of like quasi-philosophic, you know, a slug is not a bad thing to be.
Right. Well, everybody's talking about, like, everybody wants to be a slug.
Yeah, and everybody really wants to be a tree.
Right.
Presumably there's a way to turn to a tree, but I didn't want to like scour this game world and collect all those things. I didn't.
No.
You know, it's not made with those kind of production values in mind, but it did mean that like moving around and backtracking wasn't fun.
Yeah.
you know. Yeah. So I assume the other endings are from finding other kind of combinations or different amounts of those collectibles. But it's frustrating because it just kind of, I mean, it's not that frustrating, but it just ended because I just talked to a dude.
Yeah.
And those are the dudes you talk to in order to get resurrected again with new powers. So I'd kind of been trained to talk to that dude all the time. And because I had met a certain number of conditions, it just ended the game. And it's been like 17 minutes or something with it. It's not long to beat it. So if I wanted to do it again and not have that happen, I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, still unexpected.
Yeah. If you look at this guy's website, he's got kind of a sidebar with his friends who knows how connected he is to the scene, but like all of this makes sense. Like Porpentine, the Catamites, Tales of Games. Like this is very much in the like arty anti-game kind of lane. Yep.
So there's probably like I can imagine there being somebody listening to this and like screaming.
Yeah.
That we just don't appreciate this. It reminds me of like, it is kind of like a games like this where I feel like it doesn't quite, if I think about this in terms of something other than being a game, it definitely doesn't express its theme.
Right.
Like particularly well to me. Like the noteworthiness of this is because of the medium, is because it's a game.
Right.
As a thing. And I have kind of like a little bit of a limited appreciation for that. Like if the only reason something is special is because it's taking place in the world of a game, but on its own would not actually be like cogent as an expression of an idea, really, that doesn't really do enough rounding up for me.
For sure. And also, I mean, the idea that all of this guy's stuff that's published and out there is Ludum Dare stuff or Game Jam stuff. Kind of says like, okay, well, the one of the reasons why this is notable is that it came out under these stringent kind of, constraints, and, like it was a product of this thing. That doesn't necessarily round up enough for me either.
Yeah. Like, is it cool that you did this in 72 hours? Yeah.
Yep.
Like, that's cool. But like that definitely fades. And now playing it 6 years later, I'm just like, well, I don't feel like this has a really clear point.
Yeah. And it's not like I am unreceptive to something that has this queasy aesthetic. Like I really like Lisa. Like that is in a lot of ways a really remarkable game for just how pungent it is, right?
Yeah.
Not everything can be that. Like this didn't have the time or resources put into it, or kind of the aesthetic, kind of like the aesthetic mastery that game has, right? Both audio and visually, and expressing a core idea like that does respond and is a really good kind of vessel to put criticism into. Like it can bear the load. Like it's very hard to find a way to talk about I am a tree, you are not, haha. A, because you can just go play it for free and be done with it in 15 minutes and kind of understand it. But B, like for all those reasons that we laid out, this is an anti-game, an art game. It is part of, like it is from this lane of this, of this collective with these shared values. And also like it was made, with these constraints, like it you just can't really like respond to it.
Yeah. It's hard to talk about.
Yeah.
And it's, I don't, like I didn't get through Lisa. I appreciate Lisa, for what it is, but I found it too hateful to play.
Yeah.
But like it's not an aesthetics thing that makes me not like this, nor is it the fact that it's slight. When I say that this doesn't like really work, is that I don't want anyone to think that it's like, oh, like you just need games to be fun, or you just need I like games that are not fun,
right? Like
quite a bit. Like I like games that do this and kind of express an idea. That's some of my favorite games. Like we talked about, and you did on the stream, we talked about Anatomy. And I love Anatomy, and that's like a short, low production value game that expresses an idea and does it really well.
Yeah,
expresses a mood and everything. Like I like that game quite a bit.
Yes,
so it can. I like this kind of wheelhouse. But unlike Crypt World, which felt like there was more outside the boundaries of it a little bit. Well, we just didn't quite find them. This just feels like, no, I found it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't that worth finding.
Yeah.
I guess. And not putting this in the same, like the title and everything does make it seem like it's going to be in a zombie potato sack, and it's by far, I want to make sure that's also understood, that like
no,
this had so much more care and effort put into it than that, and is not evil the way I think zombie potatoes is evil.
It like that, like this does not represent some kind of just like spiritual rot like zombie potatoes does.
Yes, yeah, like that is an excruciating game made by soulless young Canadian men.
Yeah,
this is not that. So yeah. I didn't. I wish I had found it online to play, because they're all online, but I ended up downloading it. So
finds what online?
This game, like, because you can play just in your browser.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Now I'm gonna find it in like 6 months when I have to clean out my my thing. He's got all of his different games, but one of them is just called Pube. Oh no, this is somebody else. Magic D-Do, Public Toilet Simulator. So there's some fart noises and the word pube shows up. That's
yeah, weird.
Lots of fart noises going on in here. Let's okay, I'm gonna move into the pube zone. Oh, I went to the stalls and there's a MS Paint picture of my guy pissing.
Cool.
So that's pretty cool. You're just walking in, your urine is just. This is actually very funny. I take it back. This is good, because you're walking around and your urine is filling up very fast, and you're stopping at different places, and then you just get this little image of your guy like angrily pissing in like saunas and spas or anywhere that you can do it, and you're just constantly walking around farting and about to piss. I think I pissed my pants. I think I died.
That was the scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
This Pube is actually extremely good. I wish I had done Pube.
Yeah. Who made this?
Like Magic D-Do or something like that.
Okay. Magic Dweedoo. Yeah.
Yeah, Magic Dweedoo. Huh. So I'm into Pube.
Oh,
they're both kind of trucking in the same zone, but I think that Pube is more successful at expressing an idea of having to piss really badly.
Magic Dweedoo definitely has a real kind of a aesthetic with their names here. I really like these. Wet Garmin Trick Treat 2017. Let me see here. Dale Lost in the City. Crud DX. Space Horb. No, I'm way into this. Kevin Red Farming Generations RIP. Not all of these are playable. No, I want to play this Bad Smell. Oh, come on.
just bad. Because you can do a joke.
Yeah.
You know, like you can get it. Like when I say expressing an idea, it can literally just be a joke. And having a guy like constantly running around whose urine meter just fills up at an alarming rate where he has to stop in at saunas and piss, like that. Or like I love Don't Shit Your Pants.
Oh yeah,
the game by the Rogue Legacy people, that survival horror gem. I love that game.
Yeah, that game is very good.
You know, like I and also like we just talked about in the last episode, we talked about the Bubsy 3D.
Arcane Kids, they're operating on a level.
Yeah, they're doing that House of 1,000 Snakes. Game.
Yeah.
Fuck yes, man. Like that. Like an idea can be something as simple as a joke, and that is what this is bereft of.
Yes.
Like there's no joke, there's nothing serious. I just don't know what's there.
Yeah, it's like all it is a mood, and it's a very out of focus mood. Let's say.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I don't know if I have anything extra for that.
That's
speaking of piss, can I tell you a brief story?
I hesitate to say yes, but we need to fill time, so yes.
It's only vaguely related to urine. I went to that arcade I keep mentioning.
Okay.
It's just the most recent thing that's happened to me that's noteworthy. And I was talking about this on Twitter. A guy walked by who was dressed like in kind of like schlub, like he looked like a Tim and Eric character, like kind of schlubby business cash.
Right.
You know, carrying a whole PC, walked into the arcade. I was waiting outside for my date. Walked back out, and then he was like, "Hey, it looks like rain," as he walks by me. And then he had a full like picnic-sized bottle of mustard in his pocket.
What?
That he didn't have before.
Okay, so let me restate this. Let me do like a Phoenix Wright summary. Let me know if I've contradicted.
Objection. Yeah.
So you're sitting outside of an arcade. You see a man carrying a full PC.
Yep.
Not the strangest thing for somebody to carry into an arcade, but
a little bit weird.
little bit weird. It's like that famous picture of the guy with a full iMac, like sitting at a Starbucks. Okay, he walks in.
Mm-hmm.
How much time passes? When did he walk out?
45 seconds.
Okay, so he was doing
really quick.
He was doing a swapsy. He did a drop off and a pickup.
Yep. And he came out, walked by me, and I made some small talk, and then he had a giant, like a big yellow mustard in his pocket.
Okay, I need to get like a sense of big. Are we talking like the pump mustard at the front of a Sam's Club, or are we
No.
Okay, so this
is a pocket, but
this is a family size bottle.
Yes, imagine the biggest possible mustard to fit into a cargo pant pocket.
Man, like
it's like a philosophical question, like French philosophers saying around in salon. Like, imagine, if you will,
in a world where
possible mustard,
in a world where Jenkos exist. I mean, you could fit a lot of mustard into one of those.
So they were like, again, they're like Tim and Eric, like Farrah slacks.
Okay,
but like those bad boys have deep pockets. Like I've worn my share of those slacks.
Right,
golden khakis. So it's like that kind of thing. So those guys got deep pockets. So, when I say picnic size, like definitely family size, like you buy enough mustard that you have ever run out of mustard.
Right. Well, and let's be honest, nobody has ever run out of mustard.
It's extremely rare. Like
right.
You move mustard more than you run out of mustard.
Right.
Like I'm going to put this mustard in a box and it's going to go to a new home as well.
Right.
New house for mustard boy.
Is it possible that he had the mustard the whole time?
It's possible. I don't think so though.
So
my angle of vision of kind of surveillance was not such that I could see the mustard, but I did see his profile. And because he walked in carrying this huge computer, I did like give him a good stare. And I would think that I would see this bulgy mustard.
Right.
In his pocket.
I mean, he was drawing attention to himself anyway by carrying a PC tower.
Yeah. I think he was doing some kind of work because he dropped it off at the Nickel Arcade and then left 45 seconds later. So like He might have been a manager or something there, but this place doesn't serve food.
Were you a witness to the most bizarre hostage exchange ever?
Like we need a PC. Like I need a gateway.
Right.
If you want me to release these hostages, let me have 5 words for you, dude. I'm getting a Dell.
Dude, I'm bringing a Dell. Do not take a shot. I repeat, do not take the shot.
This is a bulletproof Dell that I'm using as a human Dell.
You repeat yourself. All Dells are bulletproof.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's one of the reasons it recommends them. Unlike gateways, which just let the bullets pass right through.
No, gateways are trapped.
Yeah,
they've got shotguns rigged up like it's Saw.
Yeah. It's like disarming one of those computers in Fallout 3. Yeah. So it did seem like it definitely seemed like an exchange took place. Like here's a PC tower, like an old ass PC tower for a lot of mustard.
Right.
More mustard than I've ever eaten, and I like mustard.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of mustard. I think it tastes like sweat.
Yeah,
and I've even had like good mustard. I've had like good fancy mustard at a German place. I can't get down behind it.
God damn it, Ross! Are there any condiments you enjoy?
I like ketchup. I like barbecue sauce, hot sauce.
Yeah.
Really, it's really just mustard and mayonnaise I don't like.
Yeah, the two sandwich twins.
Yeah, I mean, you began this with a Mr. Show, but mustard mayonnaise.
That's what you need is mayo stirred. Mayo stirred will go bad before mustard mayonnaise. So when you eat a sandwich, there's nothing on there. Do a dry sandwich?
Oh, I'll do like a smear, a schmear of some ketchup.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
just on a regular like lunch meat sandwich?
Yeah. Like just like that or a little bit of like barbecue.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I like all 4 of the sauces mentioned, all 5 of the sauces mentioned.
Okay.
And they just have different purposes for me.
Right.
Like, to me, ketchup is purely for burgers and or dipping.
Okay.
And barbecue sauce is for like burger and chicken sandwich and or dipping.
Okay.
I would never do barbecue sauce on like a lunch meat sandwich.
Yeah, only a little because it gets too sweet,
Yeah.
But like just
and
enough.
Too wet. Like soak through the bread.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you just do a little bit of that. Like just enough to bring a little bit of moisture to the dish.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've never trucked. I don't like relish either, but I'm just not that big of a fan of pickles. So I guess what we have established is that I'm a monster, but not nearly as much as the monster who I used to work with, who would take one of the free communal containers of mayonnaise and one of the free little communal containers of peanut butter, and then mix them together and then eat it with a spoon.
Ooh, baby. That's something.
Yeah.
That painted a taste picture.
Yeah, imagine sitting next to that.
I'm trying to think of I try to think of, so I'm somebody, we've talked about mayonnaise a lot. We don't need to relitigate the mayonnaise wars of 98 or whatever.
Right.
But like, somebody who appreciates mayonnaise but also thinks it's kind of gross. You know, like I think it's gross, but I will put it on a sandwich.
Right.
You know, spread real thin. It doesn't gross me out as a substance, but as a freestanding thing.
Right.
Like, there've been a couple of people who have dunked on alt-right shitheads, and they've done it, and they've eaten like mayonnaise by the handful as like a joke thing.
What?
Because it's extremely white,
I don't know. You never own somebody in a way that involves owning yourself.
Exactly. Like, you don't be careful you pretend to be.
Right.
Because you're pretending to be somebody who eats mayonnaise, and to do so, you just ate mayonnaise.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically just like all those all right shitheads dancing around and drinking gallons of milk or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're like, it doesn't matter how not lactose intolerant you are.
You're going to vomit up a bunch of milk.
You're intolerant of everything except the lactose. Yeah. However, you're still going to feel miserable after you do that.
I'm intolerant of a gallon of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gallon intolerant.
I'm gallon intolerant. It's a unit of measure. But anyway, so I'm not as grossed out by mayonnaise as you are, but I'm somebody who gets that mayonnaise is kind of gross. And I forgot where I was going with this.
But I did something about peanut butter and mixing the two together.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Because sometimes I'll see mayonnaise in a recipe, and like it would be like, oh, here you can make like a chocolate cake. Yeah. You can make cake with mayonnaise in it.
Yeah, it's like an egg substitute. Yeah.
Exactly. And in my head, I'm like, oh, that's gross because I'm thinking mayonnaise. But then I try to think, oh, it's actually egg.
Yeah.
I just tried to go through that similar process with that peanut butter mayonnaise thing. And I was like, but no, if it's just like you just mixing scrambled eggs with that peanut butter, there's no part of that that's okay.
No.
Like, yeah, that's really nasty no matter which way you slice it.
Yeah, it's really not. Well, man, that whole, it's very hard to get used to that when you are somebody who, is a picky eater and trying very hard not to be. Like just trying to break out of your shell a little bit. My mom would always be like, "Oh, I made this," and she would be hiding the fact that she put a dollop of mayonnaise in something or other. Like just
sure,
as long as Cole doesn't know, like he won't get freaked out about it, and he'll eat it. Right? Just one of the ways that my many neuroses were managed and enabled by my parents. But no, like I recently got an Instant Pot. Like one of those combination pressure cooker, slow cooker things.
Yeah.
And been doing some experiments with roasts and such. And I found an amazing recipe that is as simple as can be. It's like just whatever roast meat you want to have, whatever cut of beef you want to get, like a cab or whatever, and a packet of like gravy mix.
Okay.
Like the powdered gravy. Okay, we're good there. Some pepperoncinis. Like you get in the jar, and the thing that bugs me is a packet of ranch mix. Okay, I cannot stand ranch dressing. Similar idea to the mayonnaise. I can't. I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. Like part of the thing that kept me from eating salads for a long time was just not finding a dressing that I liked until I realized, oh, oil and vinegar tastes good. Just give me that. This roast that comes out tastes amazing. It's super tender. It's super, so it's good. It's easy. It's cheap as sin to make. It'll, like one of the things will last you like 2 weeks. It is a very good economical meal. But every time I open up that ranch packet and pour it in there, I try my hardest to pretend that I didn't just do that thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, but people maybe don't understand about like making your own ranch, but like ranch packets are a thing where it's the powder components of ranch, and you add it to mayonnaise.
Yes.
To make ranch dressing. So it's just the spice. It's the flavor essence of ranch.
Yes. Yeah. So it's just the like the onion and whatever.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Yeah. I don't actually even. I don't really understand what the elements of ranch are as a flavor outside of dressing. Right. I just I assume there's an answer there, but I don't know it.
Yeah. So.
No. Yeah. And that sounds good, and a way to launder ranch into your body, you know.
Yeah, maybe I'll build up a tolerance.
A way to launder ranch into your baby. Babies don't like eating ranch.
Hi, Yahoo.
So just mix a little in their creamed peas or whatever, and then
Yahoo Answers. My baby won't eat ranch.
Yeah, how to launder. Let me see if that auto completes. How to launder ranch dressing into baby. What pops up here? Ranch croutons. Thanks, Google, for trying to second guess. I know what I meant.
No,
don't assume that I misspelled something because I said how to launder ranch dressing into baby.
They don't even have like a. Oh, we think you meant, but if you actually want to search for the thing that you search for, no, they just got rid of that and just said, hey, have some ranch croutons, you monster.
Yeah, yep. Enjoy this. Or this is my favorite result.
We're looking at the same thing. So,
are we looking at dump ranch?
Yep. Yeah, I was gonna go 3, 2, 1. Yeah, dump ranch.
I wish I'd done that ranch. Yeah. I mean, I've been fascinated with the whole concept of dump dinners for a long time. But dump condiments.
Here's the backstory of our famous dump ranch and how he created it.
Oh God, stop! Dump is not a prefix for things.
One day we were sitting around thinking about how we could come up with a clean ranch that was easy to make.
Also weird. Who are these scrolls? This is, I was telling you that the dialogue in A Way Out turns weird. This is what the kind of thing I mean. Like, I should like a clean ranch.
Yes.
Give me a nice clean ranch that I can turn into a dump ranch that will emulsify.
I'm way into the potion bottle that they've got this ranch.
It does show up as like, and it'd be a weird, this is like something that boosts luck. Yeah. It's not red or blue. Like, this is something that like is a new. This allows you to respec if you drink this whole thing.
Yeah. But it's in real time.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear to be an especially thick ranch, though, based on the pour. So
No. Yeah. Well, it's a dump ranch. It just dumps right out.
Oh God, that's that wedge salad with this stuff poured all over it looks fucking disgusting.
I hate a wedge salad, dude. Like just a bunch of iceberg with a bunch of garbage on top of it. Like,
no, why would you? Okay, I can understand like a romaine Caesar or whatever. Like, yeah,
oh sure,
yeah, that is a a bunch of full leaves of romaine. It's fine. Romaine has a flavor. It'll make you sick until you die now, but at least it has a flavor. This is like why in the world would you build something around iceberg?
I don't know. Iceberg is terrible, and just having it as a gigantic wedge, so you have to deconstruct it.
Yeah,
like you're like deconstructing a lobster claw, but for salad. I just dislike a wedge salad quite a bit. Yeah, and dump ranch. I'm not gonna make my own ranch. Also, like making your own ranch, it's similar to like making your own mayonnaise, where people like, every once in a while someone will be like, "Oh, mayonnaise is really easy to make," and I'm like, "Well, yeah." Like it's extremely easy to make, but it's also
it's also very cheap to buy.
It's exceedingly cheap to buy, and if you want to buy like nicer mayonnaise, you still can and get out of there under $3.
Yeah,
pretty easily.
I can understand the appeal of making. I cannot understand the appeal of mayonnaise whatsoever. However, if I was a person who could, I could understand the appeal of like doing it once just to see, or like having that as like an emergency skill in your back pocket.
Or just like you really want to impress somebody.
Yeah.
I could see like Barack Obama's coming for dinner.
Right.
Like I'm hosting the Obamas in my studio apartment without a table. What do I make? I make some dump mayo just to impress the former president of the United States and his elegant wife.
Yeah.
And I can see that. Or if you want to customize it, I guess, like you're trying to do some aiolis.
Yeah,
stuff, like,
that would be the way. Yeah.
But even then, that has now become pretty easily purchasable.
Yes.
And maybe people are just using mayonnaise and ranch on a scale that I'm not. But like this stuff lasts a very long time, and
Yeah, as long as you keep it refrigerated, you should be fine. This doesn't even seem especially easy though, because when I think of a dump, I've never picked up one of those dump cakes meals or dump meals books and looked at the recipes, but the idea, just the idea that is conferred by the appellation dump, appellation like a name, not appellation like the mountains, is like, oh, this is stuff that you have laying around, you just pour it all together and it'll work out fine. Listen to the ingredients on this dump on this dump. Okay. So you've got some extra.
Just dump out for me.
Yeah, you got some olive oil and some eggs. Okay, cool. That's the base. That is the canvas upon which we will do this. Fine. Lemon juice, cool. And you generally have lemon juice around. Oak aged organic red wine vinegar. I have cleaning vinegar around. I have apple cider vinegar for salads. That's a little weird. Pure sea salt, fine. I've got that. Coarse ground black pepper, fine. Onion powder, fine. Garlic powder, and then just a big old can of Thai coconut milk.
Yeah,
and parsley flakes. Like, what are you doing?
That's a very unusual dump.
Yeah, I can't.
And probably not things I have tons of dumpable ingredients for.
Right. It's the coconut milk that gets me. I can see the kind of lifestyle that would lead to you having that, but
yeah.
But I'm very happy that we both immediately gravitated toward Dump Ranch by the whole sisters.
The whole sisters who gave us the Dump Ranch. Where are we putting the whole sisters on the Forces of Good and Evil and their Dump Ranch battalion?
Well, we're gonna need that luck potion, okay?
Yeah, their bucket brigade of Dump Ranch. They just send a sloshing bucket,
throwing it around the battlefield like they're chemists in Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah. Just toss me, just huck me a bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you don't mind. I emptied out a Gatorade and put this in there. Shake it up before you drink it, because some of the coconut milk is probably settled on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So, in order to decide if they're on the force of good or evil, obviously you want to go check their site, see how badly they can fuck up breakfast. But like some of the stuff actually looks pretty good.
Okay. So we probably want them on the site. We don't have a cook.
No, we don't. Not yet. Oh, the idea of a sweet potato quiche sounds very good. This tomato basil frittata looks amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
I can forgive their ranch sins in order to get this tomato basil frittata.
Let's see if they have any other, if you look at the dressings and sauces section, they have any other crimes in there.
What other?
Probiotic vinegars. Baked potato with boss sauce, quinoa bowl with avocado dump ranch. Dump ranch.
Stop putting dump ranch in things.
Is there a way to I'm just going to search a dump, and that's how we're going to see these guys are. What dump objects? Oh, there's a lot in the dump family here. Cilantro lime, Nutra fries with chicken. These probably include dump. Smashed spuds with dump ranch, carrot sticks with dump ranch. Mostly it's dump ranch.
Yeah.
Some of these other things. There's dump ranch and avocado dump ranch, the two genders. Yeah.
This parsley garlic dip looks dope though.
Yeah. I would eat the shit out of this. That's how I can tell we've been recording too long, because all of this looks delicious. And,
yeah, I'm very hungry.
Like I would eat like literally any of this stuff. Like if you gave me this potion, I would drink it. And I don't feel good about that, but I would. Oh, they're looking. We can work with them. We came up with our own dump thing.
We can submit a recipe.
Submit a recipe for like dump lemonade, like our extreme dump piss that we've got. We created.
It needs to be called that. Well, it doesn't really fit the editorial voice of our. I will walk away from this table.
Oh, if you want this piss, you gotta play nice. You gotta be sweet,
sweet can.
Sweet piggy ass.
Yeah.
I think, like I said, that's about all I got.
That's about all I got too.
Yep. If you like the show, you can support the entire network on Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv. You can also rate and review the show on iTunes.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you want to spread the word, maybe not about this particular episode, it gets a little weird, but just in general about the network or some of the more mainstream episodes of the show, we would appreciate if you went to the effort.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that's probably about it.
Think so.
Yeah. So until next time, look out for Dump Dog.
Here comes Dump Dog.
Dumb Dog is a real bad. It's like the Eddie from the vacation movies.
Oh yeah,
Like would have a nickname like a Dump Dog. Just be like a dog who comically shit all over various holidays that the Griswolds were having.
I mean, they had Snots.
That's it. Well, that's a different, yeah. But Snots probably had puppies.
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
Extended universe, like the vacation extended universe. There's probably like the 7 puppies that all talk and they all have different bodily functions.
Yeah.
Like a look who's barking now kind of thing, but with different gross dogs.
Look who's barking
Rashy
now.
And Dumpy and like Rashy, Dumpy, Tiddly,
Mange,
Humpy, Mangy, and like Scabby.
Yeah. Oh, Cousin Eddie.